take a look at the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Jared Allen is out there with Larry Nance. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And for the Bulls, Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Markkanen is out there with Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Markkanen. When you look at the regular season, Chris, was there a part that was more difficult, the start or the end, or maybe somewhere in between?
I would say somewhere in between, because the physical toll, you just felt most down the stretch. When you get a time to refresh and renew and get back to it.
Bounce pass from Vucevic. Markkanen kicks to Levine. Count it.
Looking calm and composed in the paint. Levine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Cavaliers.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't greater. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
It's stolen by Allen. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And this is why you got to prevent Sexton from getting in the lane. Once he does, he just explodes towards the basket, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Garland the pass to Sexton. Now Garland. Out to Nance. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Levine. Here's Vucevic. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot. No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Whitey's checked in for Satoransky. Garland kicks to Nance. Good on the three-point shot.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
White looking around. There's the lob to Markkanen. And no good that time. Nance with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Vucevic to the pass to Williams. On the wing, Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And here comes the break. Here's Nance. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Nance has got his second basket of the night.
And looking at Nance, not a big-time scorer in the half-court set. So the best way to get him involved offensively is to get him out in space.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Chicago making a switch here. Young's checked in. Outside, Levine. Williams dishes to Vucevic. Garland, no good. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Trailing by 2. Here's Vucevic. Yes, that goes in. Vucevic has got 6.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Out to the wing. Here's Garland. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Vucevic finds Levine. A new 14 for the Bulls. Vucevic with the bucket.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Windler the pass to Allen. Good defensive work there by Young. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Bulls. And the jam by Levine.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Stolen by Levine. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Pass to Windler. The dish to Okoro. And there's the pass to Garland. No good with the layup. Levine inside the three-point line. And that one released in time, but no good. Nikola Vucevic firing on all. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he...
we should have energy, and we should be outplaying the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for Cleveland, they've got Taurean Prince. Hartenstein is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot. There's Garland. Second chance shot, and it will go. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hartenstein.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Outside Prince.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And for the Bulls, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Oh, Vucevic in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Here's Hartenstein. Vucevic defending. Prince outside. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. They get it again. Over in the corner, Osman. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent, with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Sexton against White. Sexton kicks to Nance. Back to Sexton. Now Tice. This game he had 10 points. Here's Satoransky. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Nance finds Sexton. No good on the triple. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Aminu. Pass to Satoransky. Second chance effort. Markkanen trying to break loose. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one drops. Nance has got 7. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Levine can't hit.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Okoro's shot is off. Chicago leading by 4. Shot on the wing. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
You can't play off of Levine so much. He's great at pulling up on a dime like this.
Out to Nance. Cleveland moving it around. Sexton on the wing. Satoransky covering. Nance passes to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Outside, Levine. Allen against Markkanen. Here's Satoransky, and he banks in the layup. Satoransky's got 6 in the quarter.
And how about the focus Satoransky poses on these finishes? Impressive watching him work through contact.
Nance outside. Back to Sexton. Kicks it out to Allen. Shoots over Markkanen. Off target on the 15-footer.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a tremendous start for Nikola Vucevic. He had 10 points. And that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Williams is out there with Markkanen. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's Satoransky. Lays it up off the glass. Satoransky's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bulls.
Smooth move by Satoransky off the pick. I mean, he gets a little elbow room and just goes to work.
And see, well, Satoransky doesn't have many years of NBA experience, but he plays like a vet due to his time over in Europe.
I agree with you, G.A. Satoransky's he's a great decision maker. He's been a winner and a natural leader in the locker room. Every player he's played with has had great things to say about him.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Passes it to Allen. Outside, Sexton. Wound up there for Allen.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Now here's Satoransky. D right on him. Bounce pass from Williams. Stolen by Okoro. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. That ties it up. Garland's got his first points in this one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Levine passes to Markkanen. Levine wide open. And the Bulls with another miss.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
That puts them in the lead. And it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Levine and the jam by Levine.
Well, at 6'7", Satoransky is a huge combo guard with the ability to quickly identify wide open teammates.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Nance outside to the paint. Sexton kicks to Nance. Back to Sexton. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Satoransky, the pass to Vucevic. Cavaliers with the rebound. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. And Nance kicks to Okoro. Back to Nance. Takes it from 10. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Satoransky in the corner. Inside. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Vucevic.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. When he does that, this guy can dominate.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Sexton. No good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Stellar awareness from LaVine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athleticism.
Okoro dishes to Sexton. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
To the middle. It's stolen by Allen. Oh, and here we go. Okoro's got it. The fast break chance. Garland with the bucket.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Down low, Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
A towering presence with superior height. Markkanen doesn't need much lift to throw it down.
Stolen by Satoransky. Outside, Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 5 assists tonight. Sexton against Satoransky. Pass to Okoro. The open look here for Sexton. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And they will go into the fourth quarter riding high. That's almost got to feel like.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Cavaliers lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Allen. And it's Sexton in at the point guard position. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. For three, Levine. Allen with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Windler. Off with the layup. Outside, Levine. The pass to Tice. Poke loose. Back to Levine. Takes a 3. Hands it from downtown.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. Levine's eyes light up. His passes are coming his way.
Osman, the pass to Sexton. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Aminu with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Levine inside the three-point line. Again, Levine missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Osman missing. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for Chicago. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Back to White. To take the lead. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Windler. He's covered by Aminu. Stolen by Levine. Jacks up a 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Levine with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Levine can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Levine kicks to Young. Lets it go from the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Allen passes to Windler. That one doesn't go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. For 3, Levine. Again, Levine missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but it hasn't been successful.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Staying under control in key moments. I mean, the way Levine handles these important possessions are so impressive.
Pass to Osman. Here's Windler. Light covering. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, Be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Allen's shot is off. Chicago has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Saderinsky. Yes!
Oh, man. I love seeing the take charge attitude for Saderinsky. He shows the confidence and poise that every team looks in the gym.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Windler. And here's Levine. Over Sexton. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And slam dunk by Allen.
But when you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Levine looking around. On the high post, it drops.
Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing Levine capitalize in the clutch.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. with Greg Anthony. DA, it's
Hey, Kevin.
a little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Williams is out there with Markkanen. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And for New York, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Elfrid Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock. And it's Noel in at the 5 down low. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Randall. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. Drops in the layup for 2.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
And R.J. Barrett setting records in the ACC for scoring as a freshman. Talk about his offensive package.
Well, Greg, for me, this guy is wired to score. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, and he can pass it. And I think he's at his absolute best when he's attacking the rim.
Payton the bounce pass. Back to Noel.
What you lack maybe in mobility, you've got to make up for with anticipation. Nikola Vucevic, nice job.
Here's Levine. Kicks it out to Markkanen. From deep. Headshot off. So New York will take it the other way. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Here's Noel. Look at that.
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
New York again turning it over. Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
To the inside. Markkanen on the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Knicks with possession here. 6 on the shot clock. Satoransky against Payton. Lets it go from deep. Here's Noel. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of the season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Randall left side. Pass to Barrett. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Levine. Finished off the break. 8 points for Zach Levine.
Tell you, feeling the contact and concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
The pass to Barrett. Here's Noel. Vucevic defending. Markkanen on the double team. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Knocks down the 3 ball. Randall's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Knicks trail by 3. Over to the left wing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Levine. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 10.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Here's Bullock, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one's good. Noel.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Satoransky, the pass to Levine. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's Noel with the rebound. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Bullock. Passes it to Noel. Barrett against Williams. And here's Bullock from the arc. Markkanen pulls it in. Here's Levine. Drops it in from 11 feet. And 12 points for Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine is simply stated a tough cover. He's got athleticism and skill, and that combination is lethal.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the show. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was
I hate losing, but...
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Knox out there with Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Rose. They're the group New York will start the second with. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's New York with it. Just 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Rose passes to Knox. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Bulls leading by 3. Outside Levine. That's tipped. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Burks against Aminu. And contact on the and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Outside, White. Here's Levine. He's off on that one. And New York will come the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth-quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
In the corner, Knox with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. On defense, the Bulls. Second shot opportunity. Rose, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the whistle blows. He's fouled on a shot that misses, but not by much. 2 free throws nonetheless coming up for him.
You know, I like that mentality by LaVine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
Good on both. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Bounce pass from Rose. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Levine for 3. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Over Rose. The wing jumper off target.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
It's White on the wing. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. Rose against Levine. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
The kick out to Rose. Robinson up top, defended by Tice, and finished off by Robinson.
Well, ferocity and athleticism, powerful finish from Mr. Robinson.
Doris, the Knicks have made it clear they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson's going to be a problem in this league.
The Bulls leading by 7. And then Levine with the jam.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Rose, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Chicago.
And as he gets older, we see Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Absolutely fearless. And this is one thing you can say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
Here's White. Makes it off the glass. White's got his first points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Payton attacking. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Vucevic. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you back. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 20 points.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Bulls 5 right now. Satoransky runs the point with LaVine at the 2. Vucevic is out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's Williams at the 3. Payton passes to Randall. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. 7 points for Julius Randle.
Well, defense is smart to get close to Randle, but he powers through it anyway.
Here's Levine. It's rebounded by New York. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Floats it up for Randle.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Satoransky, bounce pass. Levine against Randle. Fires from 18. Again, Levine missing. Knicks trail by 6. It's Randle with the drive. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Peyton with the ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Mitchell Robinson.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Right on the bucket. And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 10-point game. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Levine dishes to Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, you love to see Vucevic run the floor. He's got such a knack to finding the open space in transition. That's pretty.
Stolen by Levine. And here's Vucevic. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Peyton passes to Randle. Now Barrett. Back to Randle. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Satoransky. On the wing, Levine. And it's off from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Barrett, good. Barrett's got his first points of the game.
Excellent instincts from R.J. Barrett right there. Finds the gap, drives with confidence.
Chicago leading by 10.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early, but Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA, and that, to me, is where he can make his mark.
On the wing, Williams. It's stolen by Barrett. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Noel kicks to Bullock. Pass to Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randle. Get off your feet, young sir.
Markkanen passes to Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Peyton looking it over. A putback. Satoransky grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Levine. Here's Vucevic. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Vucevic has got 6.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Barrett finds Noel. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Satoransky. Here's Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Well, this guy's a tremendously fast athlete. Levine excels in transition.
For New York, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Noel. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And Satoransky kicks to Williams. Bounce pass Markkanen. Levine for 3. Again, Levine missing. Here's Randall. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Chicago going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Alec Burks. That's the 5 for New York right now.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
On the wing, Levine. It's stolen by Randall. White against Rose. The pass to Robinson. He kicks it to Burks. Back to Robinson. 6 to shoot. The shot will not fall. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Boy, the speed at which Levine comes at you is incredible. Love to see him attack like that.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Robinson against Tice. Robinson dishes to Rose. Back to Robinson. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Number 3, Levine. They get the rebound. Knicks trail by 10. Right side, Rose. Burks on the wing. Back to Rose. At the elbow, Randall. New York needs to get off a shot. Rejected by Young.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 4 points this quarter. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You can go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Robinson passes to Burks. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Knicks, Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Barrett subbed in for Alec Burks. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Williams in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Pushing it up. Barrett the pass to Randall. And the shot goes in.
Now, Julius Randle, once he starts percolating, is a dangerous offensive player.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Outside Levine. Clock at 6. Back to Vucevic. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And New York making a change here. Payton's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. And Satoransky subbed in for Kobe White.
Zach LaVine doing work in the mid-range. He's got that shot in his bag. Yes, sir.
It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Stolen by LaVine. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside, Markkanen. Back to LaVine. For three. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Chicago.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zach LaVine.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
LaVine double team. Misses the 3. New York with the ball. Down by 15. Basket good.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Randall. The three-pointer no good. From deep three-point range, Williams. And it falls.
But the truth is they've had control.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
over the years of injury.
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Okoro out there with Larry Nance. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for New York, filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. Noel is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Payton in at the point. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's tipped. Cleveland moving it around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Pretty exciting, the potential of Darius Garland. If he finds an offense that he can operate in and continue to be efficient, he's a guy that's going to keep improving.
Well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career, but around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season, and maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his 2nd year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
Pass to Barrett. Trying to get open is Randle. Here's Noel. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Randle with the bucket.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Here's Sexton. Here's Allen. Nance outside. Here's Garland. They get it back to the right side. Back to Allen. Out to Nance. To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Out to the right wing. Here's Noel. Allen with the rebound.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Nance outside. Garland the pass to Nance. Now here's Garland. Covered by Payton. Here's Allen. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Now here's Payton. 8 points his last outing, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the 3-point line.
Here's Hartenstein. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
And it's Osman with the rebound.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
The Knicks leading by 4. Rose in the post, and the layup falls.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Here's Windler. No points in the game yet for him. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. A different look for New York. Kevin Knox comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Burks in for Barrett. A switch here also for Cleveland. Prince is checked in for Jetty Osman. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Knocks it loose. There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Right side Robinson from 10 feet out. And that one hits back iron.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Pass to Garland. Knicks with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And boy, did they impress everyone with that comeback they had in the fourth. Just stunned that crowd.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game, distribution.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And so it's New York holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. There's and as we return, it's Noche Latina celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Taurean Prince. Hartenstein is out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Wade in at the four-man position. The kick out to Rose. Burks in the corner, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Burks. He's right around 13 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And New York making a change here. Noel's checked in.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
Up again, Robinson. Great positioning on the putback. Robinson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
That's Robinson dominating on the inside to capture the board and go right back up.
Sexton kicks to Okoro. Sexton dishes to Okoro. Passes it to Allen. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Knicks leading by 8.
The Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker. It seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
The Knicks have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Reggie Bullock comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Alec Burks. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Clock at 4 and stolen by Noel. To the paint. Back to Bullock. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Payton passes to Knox. Kicks it to Bullock. Back to Knox. It's stolen by Nance. One-on-one here. Got a piece of it.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Cleveland the rebound. 1:53 left here in the second. Clock is at 3. Tries again. No good. Shot missing. So New York will take it the other way.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Osman kicks to Allen. Back to Osman. Okoro passes to Sexton. Now here's Okoro. He's guarded closely. And it's Noel with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 10. It's good.
You can tell that Kevin Knox ahead of time knew he was going to shoot that ball no matter what the defense was doing.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Allen, that's good. .59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Rose passes to Noel. Bounce pass from Rose. Some nice passing by New York here. He kicks to Bullock. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. Randall's checked in for the Knicks. Barrett comes in for Derrick Rose. Now the pass to Bullock. Back to Barrett. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. 27 seconds left now here in the second. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Knicks now. Here's Randall. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the middle. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. He can't hit that time. And so it's New York in the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. And a lot of fans in New York can't remember the last time the Knicks were competitive. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to be.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Elfrid Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Noel in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Down low, stolen by Allen. Sexton on the wing. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
Hard for opposing teams to box out Nance because of all the activity that Larry Nance Jr. has. Plays alive on every possession.
Pass to Randall. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Nance. That one falls. Nance has got 6.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Payton finds Randall. Nance comes with the double team. Randall with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randall. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Here's Garland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Wade, he's checked in for Nance. And it's Jetty Osman in for a Okoro.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Sexton's shot is good.
Looking better and better from that range is Colin Sexton.
The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Randall. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Allen. Sexton for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, Sexton feeling it right now, being assertive and getting to the spots on the floor that he wants to operate.
And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's foul number 2 for him. Rose, he's checked in for Barrett. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game.
And that's just an intelligent play by Rose, taking advantage of whatever the D gives him.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Rose.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Randall right side. Another shot. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 6 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Popped up there for Wade.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
Knicks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Randall. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 14 points for Julius Randall.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hartenstein's got 4 this quarter.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Pass to Robinson. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rose in the post. Bucket is good. 8 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Windler, the pass to Garland. Prince against Burks. Outside Prince. There's Garland. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Knicks. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Nance. He's out there with Taurean Prince. Okoro out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position.
Terrific at taking some initiative there on the inside portion of the floor was Larry Nance Jr.
Payton outside. Pass to Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. Basket counts, and the Knicks lead by 3.
Well, Robinson staying with the shot. I feel there was definite contact on the play, so not easy to get that one to go down.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And Noel kicks to Payton. There's the dish to Robinson. The Cavaliers pull it in. Nance has got 6 rebounds in the game to take the lead. The offensive rebound. In the corner, Okoro with it. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Payton kicks to Robinson. Knocked loose. Stolen by Garland. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And a fast break now for New York. All going up court. Here's Robinson. The putback. It's good on the putback. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Garland, the pass to Prince. He dishes it to Garland. Prince. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Taurean Prince not going to give up anything really easy when he's on the floor, especially on the offensive glass.
Here's Robinson. And foul on the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but you can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thank you, David. Barrett brings the double team. Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Robinson. Sexton dishes to Garland. Back to Sexton. The Cavaliers with a new 14. Out to Nance. Fires the 3. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his 3rd foul of the game. New York trailing. It's Robinson high post. Dishes it to Barrett. And the pass to Randall. Nance with it. Now defended by Randall. Here's Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Here's Randall. Allen with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Sexton the pass to Garland. Nance against Noel. 6 on the shot clock.
This is huge for Larry Nance's confidence, stepping up at a critical juncture.
Randall against Nance. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Now, here's Okoro. Barrett covering. Okoro kicks to Garland. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for New York. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Yeah, that's pretty aggressive by Elfrid Payton. To draw a foul inside the paint, the D looks flustered.
And both free throws good for Payton.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Garland with it. On the wing, Nance. Barrett covering. Fires the 3. Nance, no good. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with it. we check the numbers for Lauri Markkanen.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Williams is out there with Markkanen, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Allen is out there with Nance, and it's Okoro in at the 3 spot.
Smooth move by Satoransky off the pick. I mean, he gets a little elbow room and just goes to work.
Stolen by Satoransky. Pass to Levine. Launches a 3. Sexton grabs the board. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And it's hard not to get discouraged on such an off night shooting the ball, but somehow they kept the intensity up. I mean, that was a really gutty win.
Here's Vucevic. Larry Nance making his last shot. And Vucevic kicks to Satoransky. Offline with his 3. Now here's Garland. Satoransky covering. Garland the pass to Sexton. Over Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? Love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Now here's Satoransky. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. And Vucevic kicks to Markkanen. Right side, Williams. Pass to Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. And the Bulls get it back. Here's Vucevic. The shot, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Okoro with the basket on the assist by Nance.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start tonight.
Levine wide open. Off target from 3-point range. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Lobbed up there for Allen. It's stolen by Vucevic. Levine against Nance. And Levine throws it down.
Well, that's the specialty of Levine's. I mean, if you're the defense, you got to know he's looking to dunk it home. Make a poster on you.
Sexton the pass to Okoro. Back to Sexton. Cleveland moving it around. Allen kicks to Sexton. 6 to shoot. Here's Okoro. Rebound by the Bulls. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Look like
It's a great dunk.
freakish athletically.
Wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's Satoransky. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Wow, he's coming out with a lot of energy tonight. He's looking strong.
1:07 left in the first. That's a 2 from Sexton. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through emotional.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't greater. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Then for the Bulls. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's White in for Satoransky.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes for Chicago. Daniel Tice is checked in for Vucevic. And it's Aminu in for Williams. Bulls trail by 4. Right side Levine. White bounce pass. That's tipped.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Latrey hits it from three-point range.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
For 3, Levine. But they get it back. Out to White. Stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Windler. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 7. It's the NBA. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what are you guys seeing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Young is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Aminu in at the 3. Cleveland leading by 7. Wade with it. Now defended by Levine. There's the pass to Windler. Cloak loose. Here's Osman. Guarded by Levine. Pocket 6. Wide open look. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backdoor.
Wade kicks to Osman. Back to Wade. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now, here's Garland, guarded by Levine.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Levine. Garland with the rebound.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
It's deflected. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. And the jam by Levine.
Well, Levine's game is defined by energy and aggression. He doesn't back down from any defender.
Chicago making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Daniel Tice. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Williams in for Al-Farouq Aminu.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And here's Sexton. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is. And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
For Chicago, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Left side, Sexton. Passes to Okoro. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Okoro's got his second basket of the night. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
And LaVine, here we go. And he comes up with the deuce. LaVine's got 14.
Wow, the quickness LaVine possesses is just fantastic. At times, he overwhelms you with it on these drives inside.
Kept alive, and it's good for 2. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Pass to Nance. It's Prince on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. No good on the wing 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's LaVine, and LaVine throws it down.
So defense just handed White that assist. I mean, he smartly feeds a wide-open shooter.
Cleveland leading by 3. Sexton the pass to Prince. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
LaVine kicks to Williams. Back to LaVine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 1-point Cleveland lead.
Oh, LaVine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
White against Sexton. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, because he's so dangerous, the D is often drawn to LaVine. I mean, it opens up some wide passing lanes for him.
Here's Sexton, and it's good off the back rim and in. Sexton's got 6 points.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 1. And now we'll send it. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And the Cavs far removed from their glory days with LeBron. Kenny, how do you see their... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine's so outstanding. He's scoring in a multitude of ways.
In the corner, Nance with it.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Levine for three. Cavaliers with the rebound. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Sexton for three. Shot clock. He sends for the Cavaliers. To the left wing. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's denied.
The coaching staff loves this. They know marketing has the length needed to swat a lot of shots away.
And Levine throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
It's stolen by Nance. Sexton against Levine, and Sexton slams it in.
You know, we've seen this with Sexton in college, and he can get into a zone and just take over a game offensively.
Vucevic, Nance with the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Okoro kicks to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. And Sexton slams it in.
And superb at just finding avenues to the bucket. When Sexton goes strong inside, he is hard to stop.
Here's Satoransky, and it's sent back by Allen. Nance with it. Now defended by Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Daniel Tice is checked in for Vucevic. Young comes in for Markkanen. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Zach LaVine. Count that one.
And how about the focus Satoransky poses on these finishes? Impressive watching him work through contact.
Here's Windler. Satoransky covering. Stolen by Satoransky. And that one, good. Now just a 1-point Cavalier lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Young against Wade. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Thaddeus Young.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And Cleveland making a change here. Prince is checked in. And stolen by Prince. It's 2-on-1. Popped up there for Wade. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from White.
If you let White get around the corner on the pick and roll, good luck. Kobe's too quick to catch.
Windler, the pass to Prince. Off target from outside. Bulls have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Young outside. With 4 seconds on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Cavaliers. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Bulls, Al Farouk Amino is out there with Young. Then there's Daniel Tice. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's White in at the point guard position.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
White with it. Guarded now by Prince. White, good.
There's a certain level of fearlessness we see from White, not fazed by that contact on the shot.
Prince outside. Wade trying to break free. Off target at the rim.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 1.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Osman. Lays it up and banks it in. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
Satoransky can get wily on the drive. He's able to duck and dodge his way to the shot.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Now, here's Garland. He's tightly guarded. And it's good, 2 points. Garland's got his first bucket in this one.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough shot. You have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
It's stolen by Tice. Here's Young. The shot that time, not on target. And Cleveland will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Satoransky. Tice controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now, here's Garland. Defended by Tice. Prince outside. 4 on the shot clock. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. Turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Allen's checked in. Zach LaVine's checked in for Chicago. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Wade against Young. Wade kicks to Osman. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 6 rebounds in the game. Levine with it. Wade picks him up. And the jam by Levine.
This is what leaders do. Levine commanded the rock and coming through in the big spot.
Here's Wade. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Levine.
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. Tice has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Levine dishes to Young. It's stolen by Wade. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such a force as Allen goes to the line. A real throwback. Jared is a center who primarily operates near the hoop.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
Here's Levine. Pass to Tice. Levine against Sexton. Levine can't hit. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And Levine, here we go. Yes!
Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing Levine capitalizing the clutch.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Garland. Sexton for 3. Garland, no good. Here's Levine. Foot shot on the way. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win sets a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our... are Bullock and Barrett. Randall out there with Nerlens Noel. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. And for the Bulls, Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Vucevic is out there with Markkanen. And it's Williams at the small forward. In transition, here come the Bulls. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Now the Knicks with it. To the left side wing. Now Bullock. Back to Payton. And they double up Payton. Kicks it to Noel. Baseline try. Rebounded by Vucevic. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Bulls.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
6 to shoot. Back to Levine. Vucevic finds Levine. Here's Satoransky. Off target with his 3. New York with the ball. Pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Wow, Julius Randle getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
Now here's Levine. Not a lot of room. Again, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
The pass to Noel. Inside, here's Randall, and Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
Well, so dangerous, Levine. Can shoot the spot-up jumper from deep as well as put it on the deck.
Payton looking it over. Up top, Bullock. Guarded by Levine. Passes it to Barrett. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Some changes for Chicago. Daniel Tice is checked in for Vucevic. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Aminu in for Williams. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Noel. Kevin Knox comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Burks in for R.J. Barrett.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
And so Levine nails both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Rose against White. Here's Robinson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
for three, Levine. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And it's White with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 4. To the inside. Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Now, Zach Levine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Quickly, guarded by Levine. Burks on the wing. Over to the wing. Quickly. Off with the layup. The second chance effort, and it's Robinson with the bucket inside.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
And Levine throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Rose attacking, and the shot is good.
I'll tell you, this guy still plays with a Stars mentality. The strong drive converts against physical defense.
And Levine throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bulls lead by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just... And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Mitchell Robinson out there with Knox. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Derrick Rose.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Out left of the wing. Feeds to Robinson. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 6 points for Mitchell Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Banked in off the glass. Levine's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Rose penetrating. White with the defensive effort.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And the jam by Levine.
Zach Levine is simply stated a tough cover. He's got athleticism and skill, and that combination is lethal.
Here's Burks. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Levine, the bounce pass. From the arc. Again, Levine missing. Knicks trail by 6. Quickly, guarded by Levine. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Knicks with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And boy, did they impress everyone with that comeback they had in the fourth. Just stunned that crowd.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Tice passes to Young. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Levine, and the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 16 points.
Tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
And it's Rose penetrating. Robinson left side. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Here's Levine. Wow, hammering it in.
Body control, flair for the dramatic. Levine in style.
Rose looking around. Poked away and stolen by White. It's Young on the wing. Back to White. Outside Levine. From deep. Ball's knocked loose.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Daniel Tice. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Williams, he's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. And White kicks to Vucevic. And here's the break. Noel passes to Barrett. Here's White. Finished off the break. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And you can argue this is White at his best. Just an absolute terror in transition.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. And here is Satoransky. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Williams with a clean look. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
How about Randall with the send it back block? Nicely done, Julius.
And so it's Zach LaVine making. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have an 8-point lead. And that'll do it for.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Satoransky runs the point with LaVine at the 2. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Bullock kicks to Payton. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called? And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Zach LaVine doing work in the mid-range. He's got that shot in his bag. Yes, sir.
Noel with it. He averages about 5 points a game. That's tipped. Here's Bullock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen. For New York, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for Chicago. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
Boy, defensively, you want to take LaVine out of his rhythm. That means no open lanes to the rack.
Now, here's Bullock. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And it's LaVine that time on the assist by Markkanen. And now it's an 11-point Chicago lead. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Right wing. Here's Bullock. Back to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. The putback. It's good on the putback.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Randall against LaVine. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Vucevic. Williams for 3. No good on the shot. And New York will come the other way. It's Barrett on the wing. There's the 3. Markkanen pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 9.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Aminu comes in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Zach LaVine. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson's checked in for Noel. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Shot from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. And the shot is long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
White, good. White's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Rose passes to Robinson. Now here's Burks. Satoransky covering. Burks against Satoransky. Now here's Rose. Tight defense on him. Burks finds Rose. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Chicago leading by 15. White the pass to Tice. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Outside Rose. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jumps up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Aminu. White, wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. And a fast break now for New York. Quickly. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, when you're in transition, the pass should lead the break, and that's exactly what was done in easy 2.
And so it's Chicago out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball in. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Exert yourself by being
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Mitchell Robinson. He's out there with Noel. Alec Burks is out there with R.J. Barrett. Levine against Barrett. Levine dishes to Young. The high post shot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Quickly, Vucevic defending. It's Barrett on the wing. Quickly, and that one is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Levine's got 9 points here in the second half.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Quickly, and he makes good on the layup.
Wow, look at the way the big man, Noel, set up his guys. Puts the pass in the perfect position. Easy shot.
Levine against Burks. From past the arc, and Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Payton kicks to Bullock. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the jam by Levine.
But a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and Levine makes it look easy.
Knicks trail by 16. Randall surveying the D. Here's Barrett. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review
streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. They get it back, and Barrett slams it in.
Well, that's about hustle and having a knack for knowing where the shot's coming off. R.J. Barrett on the glass.
For three, Levine. He can't get that one to fall. The Knicks go the other way with it. Payton drives in, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
I think Elfrid Payton has exciting potential. He's got unbelievable defensive instincts and work habits. He just needs to develop a little bit more on the offensive end.
Levine with it, out defended by Randall. Levine passes to White, back to Levine. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. White, and it's put back in by White. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. For three, Levine. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively. They were able to attack the rim.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And so it's New York with it. For New York, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noel. Toppin comes in for Randall. Kevin Knox is checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Ntilikina in for Reggie Bullock. Pass to Tice. A 3-ball. Ntilikina with the rebound. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Brown feeling it out a bit. From deep 3-point range, misses the shot.
Well, there are physical tools and basketball skills, and Ntilikina obviously has got.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even.
We'll see you there.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going a moment now to check out some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. Noel is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Payton in at the point. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Larry Nance out there with Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Sexton for 3. Allen. And staying with the play, Allen.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Out to the right wing. Allen against Noel. Back to Bullock. Pass to Randle. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Noel. The Cavaliers pull it in. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game. Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's Garland. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Wound up there for Allen. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the wing right side. Here's Noel. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Well, as we enter the back half of the season, some players are worn down. But, Greg, are there certain players who really dial in at this point, who find traction with their game?
No doubt about it, Kevin, especially for the veterans who understand it's a marathon and not a sprint. You know, you really are trying to build up towards this portion and take your game and your mindset to another level. So this is a time for those guys when they just start to hit their stride.
Now Randle after Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go. Noel passes to Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Barrett. The shot. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The drive by Nance. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Larry Nance, unafraid of a level of physicality. You love the confidence this guy is playing with.
Payton up top. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Nance outside. And no good. And New York the other way now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And boy, did they impress everyone with that comeback they had in the fourth. Just stunned that crowd.
Well, the strength of Julius Randle is an obvious asset. This guy, despite being undersized, is able to finish through contact.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Out to Nance. Wound up there for Allen. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Randle throws it down.
Well, that's what you call wingspan. Nerlens Noel is so long and so effective poking the ball away and getting the break started.
And it's in there.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Payton outside. The dish to Randle. Back to Payton. From deep. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the pass to Okoro. He kicks it to Garland. Pass to Okoro. Bullock with the rebound. And here is Okoro. And Sexton has it in the corner. And the three off target.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
For three, Bullock. Nance with the rebound. Sexton on the wing over Payton. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
1 quarter in the books. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
They've got Garland, and it's Wade in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. There's Garland. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Garland's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, nice move by Darius Garland. What a quick first step. Go ahead, young sir.
Stolen away. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Windler. They grab their own miss, and it's put back up and in by Wade. Wade's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Rose passes to Robinson. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Garland with it, working on Rose. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Wade passes to Hartenstein, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Prince is checked in for Cleveland.
Well, fast off his feet and up at the rim in a hurry. Taurean Prince with an easy one.
And stolen by Prince. Now Cleveland moving it up. Garland leading the charge. And the layup is good. Garland's got his second basket.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Chicago.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jarrett Allen.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Garland. Here's Rose, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better, scoring points off turnovers. The Knicks 4th.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. It's a hand on it, and it's put back up and in by Wade. Wade's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Rose. The 17-footer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hartenstein passes to Sexton. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shot clock at 5. He sinks the 11-footer. And it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Rose dishes to Robinson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there. Sexton
with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Prince the pass to Sexton. Here's Windler. Passes it to Wade. Shoots it. Offensive rebound. Outside, Sexton. Now the pass to Windler. Lets it go from deep. That one's not going to go. Now the Knicks take it the other way. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rose. Good on the baseline, Jay. And now just a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Really good patience from Kevin Knox, understanding how to deliver a pass on time and on target.
Wade left side. Goes up the baseline. The putback, and it is good at the buzzer. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter to a close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Well, the Cavs fans still back. And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 7-point differential. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Reggie Bullock is out there with Elfrid Payton. And it's Noel in at the center position. Bullock with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hayton. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Randall.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
Nance outside. Puts up a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Nance has got 5 now.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Oh, and here we go. Coro's got it. The fast break chance. Nance outside. Shoots the 3. Cleveland the rebound. Allen kicks to Garland. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Barrett. No good on that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Payton outside. Pass to Randall. Kicks to Bullock. Stolen by Okoro. There's Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
How fast off the floor is Darius Garland? Just showing you that tremendous leaping ability.
Payton passes to Bullock. Back to Payton. Randall down low, covered by Nance. And that one, good. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. Derrick Rose is checked in for New York. Here's Osman. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. Here's Nance. The Knicks pull it in. Randall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Noel. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, we know that injury ended Darius Garland's college career right at its infancy. But this guy smartly used his recovery time to focus on getting ready for the NBA. And boy, he's proven he can be a gifted player.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Pass to Randall. Here's Robinson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And this, to me, is where Mitchell Robinson is comfortable operating. Because of the length and size, he can put pressure on defenders.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. The pass to Osman. Back to Wade. Up and in on the layup. Wade's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Good on the shot.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's the steal. Here's Robinson. He kicks to Burks. Back to Robinson. Randall right side. New York needs to get off a shot. Quickly. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And now just a 4-point Cleveland lead. Out to the right wing. Here's Osman. He's defended by Randall. Osman, the pass to Prince. For the 3. He doesn't hit that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers ahead, up 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Cleveland leading by 4. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Osman in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Robinson. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Randall. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Saturday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Outside, Sexton. Kicks it to Garland. Over Peyton. Second chance shot. Wade finds Allen. Here's Osman. And it's off from three-point range. Inside. Here's Randall. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Left side, Sexton. It's stolen by Barrett. And here is Peyton. Pass to Randall to tie it up. It's good. This game is all even. 14 points for Julius Randle.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Garland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
Nancy's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okoro comes in for Jetty Osman. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Randall. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside, Sexton. And Allen slams it in.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now here's Rhodes. And Noel kicks to Barrett. New York moving the ball around. Here's Randall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jared Allen.
What burst from Julius Randle gets him into shooting position, and the defense essentially runs out of options. They've got to foul him.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside, Sexton. The 3. It's rebounded by New York. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Rose, that's good.
We know this about Derrick Rose. He never ducks these moments. He's fearless, this guy.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Locked up there for Allen. Can't hit that one.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
That gives them the lead. Randall's got 14 points here in the second half.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
And stolen by Noel. Now here's Rhodes. Barrett. Left side Rhodes. 5 on the clock. Noel dishes to Rhodes. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trailing. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Sexton against Rose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Colin Sexton, I think, is a crafty point guard with tremendous upside. He obviously can facilitate and be a distributor. The key is, can he knock down shots consistently?
And the Knicks making a change here. Peyton's checked in.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. He dishes it to Bullock. To the middle. He's looking for Noel and finds him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Passes to Garland. He kicks it to Okoro. Right between the eyes.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
The pass to Garland. Nance passes to Sexton. Allen dishes to Sexton. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker and may be his best attribute.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
Noel. Randall on the follow.
The hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Outside, Sexton.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2- and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that